Okay guys, welcome back. Greetings from sunny Florida, where we've left the cold behind.
It's cold and snow and...
Yeah, a lot of bad weather back home, so we're delighted to be down here now, and we're obviously got a big week ahead of us with the PGA show. Really the kick-off of the season for us.
Huge, yeah. I mean, there's a million different stops we have this week, and a little bit of golf today, but got some time to test some clubs. So we're going to do a few little driver tests.
Definitely a little warm-up here at the Golden Bear Club at Keens Point.
Yes.
Just right down the road from Isleworth Golf Club, which people will be familiar with in Windermere. So really nice of the guys. They hosted us today.
Huge thanks to the guys for that.
Yeah, that was fantastic. They extended the offer to come and kind of base ourselves here and and kind of do some testing here this week, which we'll definitely take them up on.
We'll be here Friday as well, so this is great.
We are going to do the much anticipated, from our part and your own, the review of the Cobra Speedzone Driver.
Speedzone, yep. So we have the regular standard Speedzone.
Yeah, we don't have the Extreme with us yet.
We'll do that probably Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll do it at demo day.
Yep.
We'll do it at demo day. But nice that we get to do a little preliminary test with this today.
For sure, just to kind of give us an idea of how it performs, and then we can start working on dialing it in over the next few weeks. Yeah.
Really what we're talking about, guys, when it comes to Speedzone is more. We're talking about more of everything. We're talking about more carbon. Yeah. We're talking about 95% larger CNC milled face. We're talking about the T-bar chassis, all the technology that was kind of in F9 and kind of was the formula for good performance obviously last year. We've just got more of it this year. They've just taken the package and improved it. You've heard me say too many times probably about second edition drivers.
Good point.
Right, so this is a second edition driver, which always is, I'm much more curious about second edition drivers because you've had a year of feedback, you've had a year of testing, you've taken all the little things that you would have wanted to change and you change them. Yeah,
and that's what it looks like from first impression. All the stuff that I wasn't a big fan of with F9, the way the face kind of looked like it had a bit of an edge around it. I love the way this now wraps around. This seems to just sit nice and square. Last year's to me sat a little bit closed. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it does.
One thing, guys, I want to address just before we even get going here is on the performance. And obviously F9 was the fastest driver we had ever tested. We've never seen numbers that were as quick as that. I've seen a lot of other channels and kind of been, keeping an eye on what other people have said to this. Many people are going, Speedzone is not worth the upgrade, it's not a better driver, the numbers are the same. Cobra have not tried to improve the middle of this driver.
Yeah, again, that's exactly what we were talking about last week, right?
It's a stability package built into a performance criteria that will improve you over the course of a season, not a single shot.
Exactly.
Right. So try not to think about these as this shot versus that shot. That's not what performance is, guys. It's sometimes how we can, tell you how a shot was and describe the ball flight and how that one isolated shot was. But what we're looking at here is a much, much more stable package than what F9 was. We said at times last year that F9 was at times a little bit patchy in terms of its performance. It could be magic, or it could drop off a little bit and kind of maybe the ball speed or the stability of the head wasn't quite there. That's what, in my opinion, they've addressed the most when it comes to Speedzone.
So we should be expecting an MOI number that's higher, so it should be a more stable
higher
head.
MOI, yep. You've got 69 grams of weight pulled back into the low part of the head, guys, which is the real formula for higher MOI, pulling that CG down and away from the face, increasing that launch and spin, making it obviously more resistant to twisting. That's what we're really looking for when it comes to drivers. So they've just, again, added more of the good stuff they had going with F9 to Speedzone.
Great, let's do it.
Right, let's hit a few and see the numbers. Yeah, pretty good. 173 ball speed, 9.9 launch, 2250 spin, carry 302.
Nice. That looked like a big one.
That's a bomb. That's 13.8 launch, 2250 spin, 172 ball speed, carry 309. Your numbers are falling into a nice spot right now.
It's probably one of the better ones there, yeah.
Really good there. So we're sitting at basically right on 300 carry, 299.
Okay.
We're averaging 11.2 launch, 22.28 spin, 171 ball speed. Numbers are right on point. Right on point.
171.
Highest ball speed's been 174, lowest has been 169. Really not much
good.
of range. Yeah, because we're watching those strikes.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
Face and how they are fluctuating vertically, and you're not losing too much when you do, stray a little low.
No, it's very true.
Good.
Yep. Goodie.
It was a little quicker, that one. And you could probably draw a fairly similar comparison. So we're using the standard Speedzone, the LST. You've got Speedzone Extreme,
yep.
The higher MY, single weight at the back, weight as far back as they can move it, and obviously we've got the standard G410, so probably quite comparable models we're looking at here.
I agree. I mean, they've got a very similar footprint at address too.
Right. Yeah, really nice there. Down the pipe.
It's a decent little average.
Yeah,
in there,
I mean, your best shots with both are identical.
So let's eliminate the warm-up factor, I guess, with a couple with this, and then I would say we're pretty safe to conclude after that.
Yeah, agreed. Right now we've got identical ball speed, 171.5. There's
really?
0.2 in the launch, and there's a little bit lower spin coming off the Cobra.
Really?
Yep, but there's 1 yard in carry in favour of the Ping. There's literally nothing.
So there's nothing in it right now.
It's identical.
Okay. Well, this is really just a double check then. That's a really good one.
Nice, 12.2 launch, 25 spin, 305 carry, 173.5 ball speed.
One more with that?
One more with that one, but you appear to be fractionally quicker.
I just want to be like super certain, because now it does seem like there might be a mile. I mean, we're splitting hairs at this point, a mile an hour at that.
Honestly, I'm going to have a real hard time picking a winner. I mean, you hit
starting
that
to
flush.
Yeah, I hit that good.
173.5 ball speed. So here's your previous number with the Cobra, which you were pretty pleased with yourself on. Ball speed was identical, 173.5. That was 12.6 launch, the Cobra was 12.2. That was 2300 spin, the Cobra was 25. The Ping carried slightly further because it was slightly higher launch, slightly lower spin.
I think it's probably more of a compliment to that Cobra.
Yes.
Because I don't think we've tested anything that actually comes close to this 410 in terms of all the numbers.
Yep.
Plus the stability on mishits was really good with both. Like, it was hard to pick them apart, and that doesn't usually happen.
My mind with this goes to, at times that can be a hard driver head to pair with shaft because of the head weight.
Okay.
So it can be a tad heavy at times. So if we're seeing similar numbers off of both of these, and obviously we have the ability to flip that, we've got the 14 grams at the front, the 2 at the back. Mm-hmm. We might call that a slightly more versatile head.
So it's a good fitting tool for you to add because this has front to back adjustability.
Yeah.
This does not. And then this is good because it has heel to toe adjustability. This does not. Yeah. Just depends on if the player needs either or.
There's a lot of head mass going on with the Ping. There's slightly less with the Cobra. So in different circumstances, you'll use the head mass for certain players for stability, and certain times you'll maybe want to go with a slightly lighter frame in the Cobra. But in terms of the numbers that they are outputting, it's very, very similar. It's
a very good driver.
Yeah.
I didn't really think we would see that performance from the standard Speedzone. I thought the Extreme would be kind of like this, but it makes sense because this is the LST version.
Well, we talked about it on the course today with the boys, that as much as a lot of the hype recently has been on Sim and Maverick, they still have to prove themselves to be as good a driver as the G410.
And that's well done.
Yeah, and the early sort of results there are showing that certainly the Cobra is in that conversation.
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, surprised, but that's good. Good for Cobra on that one.
Well, a great way to start the week for us to see two heads that are competing that well together. Anything from a comparable standpoint to the Ping is going to show very favourably out in the course and in the field.
It's a bit of a gold standard, this driver, at this point,
It's a good way
isn't
to
it?
put it. It's a very good way to put it.
Yeah, good.
Okay.
Well, looking forward to doing more with this, and then obviously Extreme we have to test as well.
That's right.
We'll
and
do that at the booth.
We brought some other heads down with us as well. We brought a little
Maverick Sim.
Yep, and a little array of shafts. So out with even being at demo day and on the in the convention centre, we will be doing our own testing once we get back here as well over the next few days.
So tons more to come, obviously.
Lots more to come.
All right.
Okay, guys, thanks for joining us. We'll see you again soon.